Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure, organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Alright, good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Africa Today show. Happy Wednesday. It's a really, really cold day right here in the 254. I know for me, I'm feeling extra cold because of the fever, but I hope you're having a wonderful and fair day on your end. 23 minutes past 8 p.m. My name is Joby to the first time listeners, returning listeners on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, on the radio, and to those who shall be catching this live on Spreaker and Spotify as well. Karibuni sana. Well, without wasting much more of the time, today we shall be talking about the Epstein cover-up, and of course, if this probably might take down Trump, we're looking forward to be joined by Keith. That is, of course, a few minutes to come. But of course, aligned with that conversation, I have other few videos I want to share coming from a Latino man. Latinos, of course, are still complaining because of the mass deportation that has been affecting majority of them, and they're talking about, of course, the regrets. I remember there's a video I shared of this lady who said actually that Latinos should not call out on Black people to help them, but another man has a different opinion on this, and he's talking about this other race until they face the same oppression or until they fit in the shoes of Black people, they'll never understand the oppression of Black people, or literally how it has been for the longest time. So I'll be sharing that, of course, as he expresses his emotion. I want to talk about Candice Owens, who did talk about, she had a debate with, I don't know her name, Priscilla, I don't know her name, but I'll be sharing one of the videos. The conversations have been going viral back to back, and they were discussing about patriarchy versus matriarchy, and also deeper. Candice Owens went ahead and talked about also how women in the 1950s had a better life than now. We shall be checking the difference on that and what is the aim of that conversation. And of course, before we get started, I'd love to remind you to download our application. Black Fire Network is the name. You can get yourself amazing hoodies, jumpers, literally amazing caps, mugs with our logo. So ensure you check out on the apparel store. And of course, we also have organic supplements, very healthy. If you're looking for Manuka honey coffee, this is in terms of organic coffees, we got you covered. If you're looking for amazing organic supplements, we got you covered. We have Moringa Pure Powder, we have CMOS, we have turmeric gummy bears, we have amazing, amazing supplements. But for now, I'd love to share with you some beetroot and the benefits it comes with. So you should download the app on the Google Play Store.
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
It's only $20.90. Karibu sana Keith, how you doing?
Asante sana, Job. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. That's all I can say. I'm all right. Trying as much as I can. But anyway, Karibuni sana family. Before we get started,
How's your sickness?
I can tell literally how I feel. I just feel my body is exhausted. I'm not really
Okay.
myself. I'm not myself. I completely.
Yeah, you're tired.
Yeah, but I'll be all right. But before we get started, I have this video which I bumped into it. We're talking about this with Kamlesh this evening. I think we've discussed it. Personally, I've said it, how it is so hard to fathom how Black people were colonized by this crazy way. As the same conversation we've been trying to have when you talk about um, they were created for a distraction, but why the distraction? It's crazy. But there's a question that one of the people did pose, and I bumped into this video, this lady explaining why Black people, despite being intelligent, being that much civilized with all this amazing architecture and who we were literally back then, how we still ended up being colonized. Because it's still crazy sometimes when you think about it. How were we colonized? It's crazy.
Back to class. Today's lesson tackles the phrase, if Black people are so great, then why were they conquered? Well, why and how has anyone ever been conquered? Because conquest is not proof of superiority. It's usually proof of deep insecurity, greed, and fear. And let's be clear, human history is a long one, long enough for every race, region, and empire to rise and fall. The Romans fell, the Persians, Chinese dynasties, Aztec kingdoms, Greek city-states, they all fell. And surprise, surprise, did you know that African empires existed, thrived, and fell as well? Mali, Ghana, Songhai, Nubia, Axiom, Great Zimbabwe, all powerful empires that in the span of human existence once existed in powerful splendor for over hundreds of years and then ultimately fell. So the power structures that we see today aren't permanent truths. They're just snapshots in time, because a fall from power is not a reflection of worth. And let's underscore that one does not colonize a place that has nothing. You colonize because there is enough value for you to go to war and risk your entire life over it, whether that's the land or people and or what they harness. And let's talk about what it actually means to be strong. And this idea that Africans were conquered because they were weak. It does not take a genius to kill, pillage, enslave, or erase, because violence is primitive. Empathy, however, is evolved. It's a very fundamental component that humans pride themselves on having in order to separate themselves from all other animals. Though actions do speak louder than words, there's an African American saying that goes, "You are lucky we're only asking for equality and not revenge," because the real strength is choosing to love over retaliation. It's building in the face of destruction. It's forgiving when the world tells you to rage. And isn't it wild that Black people are still feared, but still hired to raise children, build cities, style culture, refine cuisine, inspire souls through music, and uphold the moral fabric of many bankrupt nations that they are subjugated to, yet somehow are still labeled as dangerous, lazy, inferior, yet somehow also essential? White supremacy is not logical. It's not spiritual. It's not even sustainable. It only works through violence, theft, and narrative control. So if you're asking why Black people were conquered, maybe reframe that question to how and why are they still here? Because the truth is, the beauty of what makes us human human is not our savage ability to take advantage of the kindness, empathy, and goodness that other humans have, but the ability of human decency in the face of such savagery. And let me keep it real for the ancestors real quick, because they are not all kumbaya. You do not conquer greatness. You just delay its legacy with a little bit of context and memory moving forward. Class dismissed.
Yeah, I loved the video. And shout out to her, she's so pretty. I liked her melanin. She's so gorgeous. I bet she's a Sudanese, or I don't know where she's coming from, but she's so pretty. Yes, like
I
we
think she's,
have.
I think she's Senegalese. I don't think she's Sudanese. I think she's Senegalese.
Okay, yeah, I love.
But we found out the Sudanese and the Senegalese are virtually the same people. Like I said, they'll find that out that they're the same people, literally, from years of transmigrating throughout Africa,
Mm-hmm,
because there are little borders.
mm-hmm.
While their languages, they can understand each other's languages. Go ahead, Joe.
I feel like still there's no clear answer of how we were really this much colonized. It still doesn't give me a clear answer. I wish we could understand this deeper than just what we know again. Still going back to the creation of this other race. But I did love the fact that she said we are a race of we are true humans because we are
Kind, love, and empathy.
exactly, which these other people lack, and that's why there's all this animosity and rage and always wanting to show their superior, like the cops, their institute, their system. It is set up on just showcasing superiority, and
Yeah,
lack of
and
equality.
just
There's no love, there's no consideration. It's all about them and all about them. It is so crazy.
well,
And this is what exactly this Latino is talking about. He's talking about it is the same thing I think we're talking also about today in not similarly, but sort of similar. They have oppressed black people for centuries, for so long, for so many years. And until something starts affecting them, we've been seeing so many videos now, I've shared so many shows we've done. Until they get affected, that's when they remember the black community exists. But when you're going through something, when there's any injustice that is affecting majority of you, talk about even the current ongoing viral video. There's not any white person we've seen standing out,
nope,
or any white leader talking about
nope,
this is wrong. As
nope.
a matter of fact, they're saying, all these the social media videos are always sometimes not real. What do you mean? This is what do you mean?
That's not the social media video. That's just a video that it was put
That's
on social media. That's not a
that was
social media video. That's
that
a
was
video that was put on social media.
that was the sheriff what he had to say, because I went and listened to that video correctly, and these are social media. Social media carries a lot of propaganda. What do you mean? This is very
Yeah,
evident.
don't
Again,
believe. We tell you, don't believe your lying eyes. Believe him.
hmm but yes, until they get affected, until they're affected, you won't hear them talk like this.
Empathize and sympathize with the black community. I've never been able to do that before because I would hear them say things like, "Oh, we walk down the street and we get profiled, and cops will just suddenly stop and frisk or whatever just because of the color of their skin." And I always thought like, it's a little bit of a stretch. It feels like a little bit of a stretch.
Not a
That
stretch.
person must be doing something, right? And
You're not black.
obviously, I've never experienced that before. I've never felt
Right.
that way
You're
before
not
and
black,
stuff.
and you're not
And so I always
black.
thought like, ignorantly, by the way, on my part, thinking like, I think you guys are, because I'm brown, I've never felt that and stuff like that. I'm also a minority. But now, with us, it wasn't the cops. Cops aren't just randomly like, go and check
You're not.
in the
You're
past.
you're no threat
But
to the
now it's
power of Mexican man. You're a very small global minority. Black people are a threat to their power. You're not a threat to anybody's power. Give a fuck about you. Just put you out in the field, have you out there picking tomatoes and watermelons. You're not a threat to their power. Black people are a threat to their power.
Hmm.
it's our turn right now. We feel it now. We feel like crap. Can I just go down the street? Do I need my paper? It's like, why are you stopping me? I'm a U.S. citizen. We're not doing anything wrong, and now we're being persecuted. And so now I'm thinking like, crap. This is what the black community meant, and I kind of feel bad. Well, I don't kind of feel. I feel bad because I never really could understand where they were coming from or where you guys were coming from.
We never gave a shit,
But I
and
can
we don't
assure
give a
you
shit.
that
You never
now,
gave you
now that
never gave a
it's
shit, and we don't give a shit now. I don't. So good luck with your talking. I don't give a shit.
here with us too, it's like crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell, and it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted
Who
pretty
who
much.
would
And
who would
it's
who
right
would
now
make
with
that
us
up?
is the
Oh, you ain't living in America, seeing all these police beatings and stuff that Joey just showed yesterday over and over and over again. What do you mean? You ain't seen none of that? Of course you've seen it. You didn't give a shit because it wasn't you. And all you people, you come from anti-black communities from Mexico, which is anti-black, anti-black. So ain't no way you didn't know. Oh, they're just making it up. How are we making it up? Okay, and you Mexicans getting let in there because of us fighting to let other people in there. You may tell me you don't know about any of the fights that were happening in here, huh? The actual fights that were going on, huh? What are you talking about? Fights in them that burned down the country from city to city over in this bitch. What are you talking about?
You went ahead and spoke about unity, black people right
Uh,
now. He hopes
nope,
all the races now can
nope,
unite and
no,
stop
no, 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 no,
taking
nope,
out
nope, nope, nope,
posts.
nope, 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 and hell no. They always want to unite when it affects them. No, no, we've been tried that. Told them that they never unite. It's all fake. That's like you Africans are getting it down too. You don't want to unite, so okay, we're gonna put you out and let you learn something for a second. Hey, it's real. You can't come over here and lie with the enemy because y'all scared and bootleg out. Listen, oh, we were scared. Came over, we scared to do anything. Then take your ass back to Africa and build it up. Stop being scared and running. I said, now I really understand what you mean about this culture shit. You're talking about your tribe. I never understood it. Now you're talking about your goofy tribe. We don't have culture because we don't have a tribe. Now I get it. I never could get it. What are they talking about? Now I understand it. And your tribe doesn't give you any power. Okay? You Africans are allergic to not having power. Damn that. If I can't have power, if I want to have power in my goofy culture, I'll get rid of that goofy culture and have power. Because don't nothing move on the planet without power. And that's why we're subjugated globally, because we have no power. Talk about your culture. I don't care about nobody. I only care about our culture. If it don't bring me no power, it's worthless. We don't got
Right.
no power in America. So I don't care about our power. I don't care about a goofy culture in America. It's been bastardized with the horrible rap and women being half naked on TikTok and all this crap. It does nothing. Doesn't bring me any power, so it's worthless. I'm not going to fight for a worthless culture that doesn't bring me any power. That is brought, and Africans globally have no power globally. So don't come tell me whose culture is better than whose culture. All our cultures are fucked up because every one of them hasn't brought us no power. Only one I see now trying to get power is over that little country called Bikini Faso. That's it. That's it. Don't come tell me about your goofy culture. It hasn't brought back any power. Because at the end of the day, you can't stop nobody from harming you in your culture. Just like us. Our culture didn't stop that man from getting beat in the head by that cop. So don't tell me about your goofy Essence Fest and your Black American culture. And don't does your culture, because your culture is supposed to be able to protect you from outsiders and protect you from invaders. If it doesn't, you're supposed to scrap that shit and build another culture that's going to be for power. And Africans and African Americans, you have not done that. So you're not going to get me on TikTok arguing whose culture is better. Both cultures are sorry as hell because they don't generate any power. So miss me with that. Chinese now can say, you know what? Our culture finally generated power. They were getting beaten, kicked in the head. Now Chinese say, yeah, our culture now generates power. That's right.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Joe.
that is so true. I get, but I think also it's all right. design. We need to understand that. I think before we even go deeper on blaming ourselves, kids, it's also by design. Because when you talk about the Essence festivals, the BET, all these black so-called whatever that are supposed to be supporting black people that don't work, this is all by design. When you come back to
Of
Africa,
course,
that's why we
Dr.
have
Of
reason to
course. Let me
say,
see.
you
You're
know.
right. Let me see this video at the latest text you sent at the end. That's true. Shout out to them realize it's all of course it's all about design. Exactly right.
Like I said, it's just there's a video I think I bumped into, which was saying it is sad again how it has taken us this long. I think it was Iwaton sharing that. I think it was Iwaton sharing that it has taken us so long for us to, because back then we could have used the excuse of lacking information. We could have used excuse of not having access to the internet or maybe a bunch of things. But today there's a whole lot of, we've been exposed to a lot as black people for us to still be acting docile, especially with one another. And especially if you have the ability to travel and all that, that is something I always have a problem with. You come back, you want to act like, it's all cool out there, this other race is all cool. You're not talking about the racism. It's crazy. So I feel it's not us to blame, but at the same time it has taken us a lot of time for us to catch up and understand that we've been fought. It's there's a war between the Africans and the African Americans. But anyway, let me share the videos you want me to share. Yeah, but before
No, no, wait. Play the last one first. Last one I just sent you. Last one I just now sent. Play that one first. Let's go explain what Joby's saying. Because you were given, so Joby said it was taken down. We know in America, the you Africans come on. You didn't know we built cities and built fucking advanced society. You know nothing about this. You come over and see it's all messed up because in integration. We built whole cities that were wealthy, own doctors, own lawyers, own airplanes, own airports, own hospitals, own movie places, more own Hollywood, all that shit we had by ourselves because of segregation. And that was better for us because we were wealthy. That's why you got coming right out of slavery. Before even Africa, you have all these black millionaires being created. Not in South Africa, not in Brazil, black America. Millionaires being created. Boom, boom, boom. Coming out of slavery. Because we were united. And see, that's why we couldn't pay the group. Thank God we never had, thank God that dumbass, hate to say that cultural tribal shit was gone. Because we would have never been able to build the wealth. We were hating on each other in South America. So we became the biggest ethnic group because we all came together. We seen everybody as black. And that's how we were raised. That's why we allowed everybody to come in. We allowed Africans to come in here and get. We said you're black like us. They said no, you're not. You're not our tribe and all that. Like, whoa, what are you talking about? But anyway, I tried to tell you, everybody's now finally connecting dots. I just connected them a little early. Told the civil rights movement was a psyop by the cats to destroy us. Because I told you, we were becoming too smart and a threat to the whole system. That's why we showed that video yesterday about them still saying that we're the major threat on the planet. Young black America. We're still the number one threat because we the ones we won't bow. We won't kiss ass. We won't suck dick. We won't worship right. We will not do it. That's our heritage of always fighting in the streets. So they said, how can we destroy these Negroes? And I told you, as I systematically take out your emotions, because we've all been propagandized to, and you got leaders, they're great. Take out your emotions and do critical analysis. And then when your critical analysis leads you somewhere, be objective. Go back and study everything over and over again, and if it keeps coming out the same, that's the truth, whether you like it or not, emotionally. So when I told you that MLK and South Africa learned that Nelson Mandela's a phony. When you start studying and you keep coming to the same conclusion, a dog is a dog, whether you like it or not. I know they propagandize love MLK and Martin Luther King, yeah. That was them using his ass, he's a boule, to destroy us as a community. We lost all our businesses, our schools that were dumb as hell. Somebody said something funny. why is rap so bad? Say everybody's illiterate. When rap used to be, everybody was highly intelligent doing rap 30 years ago, and all these dudes are illiterate. He said, listen, because of the school system now we're in. You're right. All these cats are illiterate, absolute walking morons. So this is the destruction caused by the cats way back when. So at that time, Black America was still thriving. We weren't like South Africa. We don't want to be with nobody. We were thriving. Apartheid was good for us. They want to be with their ass. Because we built our own systems that were equal and becoming better than them. So the cats say, oh, we're becoming a threat because, remember, our schools, Black women were the educators. And so there was a love, an empathy. We love our children. So there was a love as African people, as Black people, towards our babies. So they were highly educated. That's why most of the inventions of Black people came out of America. That's not a flex. That's a fact. We were people enslaved, but all the major inventions came from us. These are facts. Because our educational system was top notch because of Black women, Black African women. So this becomes a threat to their white power. See, about them, they know everything about power, baby. That's why also why they're moving to the UN to Kenya, about power. So we became a threat to their power. And all our money was circulating. So there was a CIA, child, it ain't funny, CIA again. The CIA did a study. Said if we don't put these Negroes back on the plantation by the 70s, their economy is going to be too big to destroy. This is a CIA paper. I can find it. I haven't looked for it again because they declassified it. But the CIA is plotting on Black America, plotting on Black people globally. But here, like Joey said, on purpose, we're going to put an end to this shit now. So we're going to put our bootleg. We know these Negroes are all in the church. Oh, Jesus, oh, Lord. But we know the other white people, they control race as hell, but they don't care because the cats own the country. So we're going to force this to happen because if we don't, these Negroes are going to get too powerful. And by the 70s, their economy is going to be too big to destroy. And for our thing to work, these Negroes have got to be on the bottom. It's got to be on the bottom. So we're going to forcibly integrate them with the other white people, whether they like it or not. And that's going to allow us to destroy Black America from within. Because we're going to sift into our school where white people hate their ass, and so they're not going to get taught right. We know just by osmosis, they're going to be treated inferiorly, and they're not going to be well educated anymore. That's why I told you. I said, we've been dumbed down. There's no way we've been dumbed down. I knew we were dummies. We've been dumbed down. Because back then, you go back to any old Black American video, just the length of vocabulary and the way when nobody talking all stupid, and the vocabulary was extensive. I was like, wow. So me knowing that, the people that hate us, I know they said, oh, this is a threat. This got to be stopped. This got to be stopped now. This is a threat. And so remember, all the doctors, all the inventions were coming out of Black America and all this. No. But they knew that Black people still had self-hate. No matter how much we built, they always wanted to be close to what? Mr. Charlie, the white man. Mr. Charlie, that's the euphemism we use. Mr. Charlie's ISIS code, and said if we allow them to be with white people, they'll destroy their own selves. We wanted to go. We still wanted to go to. We thought it's better because we psychologically messed up through slavery. Still, like all Black people, loving white people. So got white Jesus. Oh, we'll be allowed to go to the white stores. Yay! And so we'll destroy our own businesses. We won't go and patronize our own businesses, and they will be destroyed. We want to go. Oh, we get to go be with the white people now, and whether they like us or not, we get to go in their restaurant while they spitting our food and put our damn sandwiches on their ball sack. We eat it. Yeah, Yeah, we're white people. Yeah, you know, you eating a ball sack sandwich, right? All kind of wicked shit they do. All right? But you like, yeah, we get to sit with the white people, yay! And pay more money for shit, yay! But then that's when they told you you must. Because remember, black people at first they wanted the kids to go to school with the white kids and there to be racist and hatred and all that anger. They said, no, we don't want them going to school with them. They said, nope, that's part of the deal. Your kids, your schools are inadequate. You're going to be forced. Remember, like you heard Ricky said in Selma. Remember, Ricky said he had forced busing. He was forced to go to the right, go to the other school with the white kids. That's a fact. Because you are now going to be badly educated. You get it? And you're going to be, get ready, like Joby said. You're now going to be what? Put in schools saying that you are what, Joby? Retarded. Remember that? Black kids are now being assessed to be retarded. Right? Now you're going to be put in schools for retarded people. Classes for retarded people. So now you're going to be dumbed down, Joe. You're going to be forced to go to these schools. Thank you, Martin Luther King. You're going to be forced. Now you had your schools with black excellence, Joe. You had black excellence. Now you're being bused to school with white people who hate your ass. Hate your ass. Not none of this shit MLK talking about. Oh, we want to sit down in brotherhood and love everybody with Jesus and all that dumb shit he talking when these people hate our ass. Right? So if a person's not going to treat you well, they're not going to teach you. They're not going to teach you right. Treat you right. They're not going to teach you right. They're not going to teach your children, our children, Joby, to be smarter than their own, to surpass their own. That's a threat to them. And they knew that. That's why they forced us to go to their school. And they know, like, now some people can't talk. Yeah, we talk about what we do, man. We talk about man. What? What are you saying? You get on the internet and it's full of dumb black American niggas, full of dumb Negroes. And I know what that's from. That's from this integration. Dumb as dirt. I mean, shockingly stupid, shockingly moronic. But go ahead, Joe. Go ahead and play it. Listen to Dr. O.
Black folks, integration was one of the
Yeah, I realize.
worst things to ever happen to the black community. Why do you say that, Dr. O? Well, I don't
I think you're breaking.
know why Martin Luther King, and I love the brother because he is a brother, but fighting for integration to be with an enemy who don't want you around, I'll never understand that. Integration wasn't a progress, it was a setup for black failure, y'all. Yeah. Before integration, y'all, we had black banks, black hospitals, black schools, black teachers, black lawyers, more black doctors than you could count. Yeah, we had black-owned businesses, black-owned neighborhoods that were successful and thriving, black-owned grocery stores, black professionals everywhere. I know y'all seen it. I got them on my page showing blacks how they used to be and live. We all in the community. We had black pharmacies, y'all. Integration didn't build us up. It tore every single thing that we had down, y'all. It wasn't no good. And then when we integrated with them, they told us our schools wasn't no good, made people go back 2-3 grades. Our businesses wasn't good enough. Our neighborhoods weren't good enough. Our culture wasn't good enough, y'all. But they still it to this very day. Our culture ain't never good, y'all, until they add their whiteness on it, put a spin on it. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So what did we do? We left our businesses. We left the schools to go sit over in theirs. We stopped trusting each other. Y'all, the trust and foundation of black love in our community amongst brothers and sisters has diminished severely since integration. Integration made us believe access to white spaces was successful, and we don't trust black spaces no more. Our communities, y'all, got weaker. Our ownership disappeared. Our home ownership vanished. Our pride got traded for acceptance to a community of people who didn't even really want us around. Meanwhile, they kept their communities, they kept their schools, they kept their bank, and they kept their wealth, more importantly, and they kept all their businesses. They never integrated Us, y'all. They destroyed what we had built for ourselves. Now we don't trust one another to do it again, y'all. Do y'all see the disconnect? Separate but equal was never the problem. The problem was we weren't given the chance to be equal while staying separate. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Integration, y'all, was a setup. All the progresses we tried, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, Wilmington. Need I go on? So ask yourself, did integration free us, or did it make us forget how powerful we already were, y'all? Just us, just our communities. And it don't mean we hate them, but y'all, we were powerful, we were strong, we trusted each other. We believed in the barter system, y'all. We didn't look down on one another. Black men and Black women didn't argue or debate one another, y'all. Integration destroyed the Black community completely. I'm Dr. O, y'all, and I'm out.
Okay. She was saying, okay, I thought Mother King was, I still love the brother, but it was wrong. No, lady, he was there on purpose. On purpose. On purpose. Remember, a lot of Black people were like, nah, we won't integrate with these wicked ass people. Why? You know they're wicked. They don't like us. Why would we want to be with them? What benefit is being with evil people? Right? It's all before I was born, so I got no dog in the fight. But I know through studying what we did have, I got to hold all those CIA papers, and the Black community had so much wealth, and how can we?
You're breaking, kid. I think it is in a bad area, but like I can hear you, but in beats. Yeah, yeah. She's literally spitting facts, and again, I'll still go back to saying it. I don't know why it took us so much time for us to realize what was happening. Maybe, of course, lack of education, which is, of course, we've not been given the true education. We've been dumbed down, like Kate was explaining mentally. There's no critical thinking also amongst our people. That is something else. You can't even critically think, question some things. It can't just snap out of your head to understand this is all by design, because you've been fed other things and you've been fed since childhood. So it's still kind of questionable why it took us, because we've had majority of our people who have been woke long before. We've had majority of our people who had this information, but decided to, I don't know, keep quiet. They were scared. I'm not really sure what really happened, but let me share the second video.
And not the second. Share the second one to the last. The second one to the last. The third one. Share that one. So that's what she's saying. She's telling the truth. She's mentioning the cats. So she knows. When you study enough, you know who's behind shit. You know. Go ahead, Joe.
Let's tell the truth this morning. Every other culture teaches their children they're above Black folks. I don't care how piss poor they are, that's what they teach.
Now this is what Joey said.
Teach their children,
start teaching Black superiority.
They teach them pride.
Black power. Not your culture. Your culture don't have black power in it. Your culture's garbage to me. You don't have Black power. How do we get power? How do we take it back unapologetically? How do we get it? How do we control it? And how do we wield it unapologetically? Your culture is lacking. Get away from me because you sing and dance and all that. I don't give a shit about none of that. Go ahead, Joe.
They teach them wealth. They teach them power. They got
power.
But us, no. We've been taught to survive. We have been taught to bow our head down, don't cause no problems. We've been taught, give it to Jesus,
Globally,
baby, let him fix it.
globally.
We've been
Give it
taught
to
history
Jesus.
starts with slavery, and we know that's a bunch of bull because we was here in 1526, wealthy and doing well until our enemy came. See, our children don't know what it is to feel peace, and our community as a whole don't know what it feels to feel peace. We feel stressed, and we have violence around us. We know how to lay on our back before we know how to wash our ass and open a business.
Pause it, pause it,
That's
pause
what
it,
we are there.
pause it, pause it. How about you know how to do sex? You know how to, have your coochie out there before you know how to wash your own ass and start a business. I will say, Joey's always been business oriented. I can start a business. You can start a business with that money. I can start a business. So Joey thinks her father's always business oriented. And I'm sure she always knew how to wash her ass.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, of course. Oh my goodness.
Down to deviancy and pornography and all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
Being nasty
Deviancy.
online make them feel like we grown and we doing something. We think likes and followers and all this shit is valued. How long, y'all, will we walk around and act like this is normal, everyday business in the Black community? We aren't inferior. We just been fed inferiority for so long. We done digested it and consumed it, and we done ate it up. We need to teach our children Black supremacy, Black excellence, Black hygiene, Black wealth,
Power.
Black respect, and Black dignity. Because if we don't, y'all, TikTok gonna keep doing it, Pornhub gonna keep doing it, music videos gonna keep doing it, online influencers gonna keep doing it, OnlyFans gonna keep doing it, the prison system gonna keep doing it. See, our community don't need no more damn Jordans. We need some standards. We need some guidance, and we need the truth. No fantasy,
Standards.
no filters, no flops,
Some
no
standards.
frauds.
Pause that, pause
Because
that.
everything we see
Exactly.
online.
Black community needs standards again. I told you that. You have to have standards. Can't have no mama mouth rapping, can't be calling your women bitches and hoes, can't be calling by an N-word. You got to have standards, which is called damn how you treat one another, how to be on code. Your behavior has to be righteous to build a community. Can't be all debaucherous and all this kind of damn filth. Everybody online shaking their ass, showing your titties. I don't want to see your titties and ass no more. What's in your fucking head? Anytime I turn on some damn TikTok or some other shit, some black woman show me her ass. I don't get don't show me your ass no more. Tell what's in your fucking head. So we know it's a psyop from other people to destroy you. I don't want to know what's in your doubt. I don't want to know what's on your ass cheek. What's in your fucking head? Show me that first. Show me what books you read. Somebody tell me something intelligent. Don't just show me your ass, your body. Is that all you can show me? Is your body? Is your body your worth? That what you want to tell me? I'm gonna degrade it down to just your worth is your body. Your body's not your worth. What's in your freaking head? Good. We gotta set standards again. Good.
Fine is a flop and a fraud. If you following them behind some influencer who running around with a whole bunch of chains and stuff around their neck, it's a flop and a fraud. If you run around some internet celebrity and they pulling off in $100,000 car, it's a flop and a fraud.
Exactly.
See, we done got the wrong things in our community. We look at the wrong things in our community as value. Value used to be a time, y'all, when it came from your grandmother or your grandfather. That's valuable, the wisdom that they fed into your soul. But we don't let demonic entities enter into our entire communities. And we got the horse spirit running around. We got materialism running around. We got a whole heap of demonic energy in our community. From the media, social media, and the TV. Those are all programs they use to show the world and push the most dysfunctional of black folks to the forefront.
Say the name who's doing it.
Look,
You gonna say the name?
this is what they're about.
Exactly.
They fight all the time. They lay on their back all the time. Oh, they men pimp them all the time. Oh, they use them all the time. Y'all, that ain't us, and that ain't legacy. And I don't see the people that they push out there on social media like that. I see good black men, good black women, wonderful children. I see beautiful black families everywhere, but we don't see them on TV or online. They show people online acting like animals, fighting and acting a fool, doing sexual acts in public, disrespecting our elders. That ain't us. That's those Jews behind the media doing it. It
Exactly.
ain't us. I'm
You
Dr.
know
J.
you know who do. You gotta be You do it quickly. So you gotta say it quick. You know who owns that shit. You know, push out those narratives that destroy us as a people. You know who that is. You know. You know. You know.
Shout out to Jason, John Mosquito, Karibuni,
It,
Sana.
it is. They're the same ones made. They're the same people made Joby's hat. Let me stop.
Good stuff. I also see John Mosquito in the building. He says, no, you feeling rejection after being the illusion of conclusion. I also see Danny Harrison in the building. Karibu Sana, and nice to see you. Says obedience breeds discipline, discipline breeds unity, unity breeds power, and power is life. And I also see John Mosquito who's saying this information is out now, hence all the distraction. And he also adds, Danny, how you? Oh, okay, that's to Danny. Jerome Escroso says that's true. You'll find that black people don't just want to be successful; they want to be successful like white people. Mm.
Uh huh.
And
Uh-huh.
how
Like
say,
Joby told you, every time you got a white person around, that's a flex. Ooh, look at my white man, my white woman. It's a flex. It's the mindset that we've been destroyed with these wicked people. It's crazy, crazy, but it's the fact. Go ahead, Joe.
mhm. I also see he says, forget about critical thinking. We weren't thinking at all. That is so bad. At least I was thinking. Kit was thinking. I don't know. You must have been thinking, you know. Can't tell me everyone was just a moron, not having.
Hey, you guys, I was dreaming yesterday, last night, Joby. We first out Joby. I was testing Joe. Said, "Damn moron." Joby just say, Joby's face was turned away. Said, "I'm not a moron."
Yeah, he used to quiz me. And I also see he says that he's so intelligent. Shout out to Larmal, he says, y'all great. MLK was in love and wanted to marry.
That white woman too. Yeah, they always leave that story out of his biography and his legacy. They always leave out the white woman because that would destroy the image you got to black people. They always leave out the white woman he wanted to marry back in college, and the white woman said, "No, Negro, you're black. That's not gonna happen. There's no way I can marry your dirty Negro butt."
But also, no, John Mosquito, I'm reading the comments very correctly. I'm not making you anyway look illiterate, unless you're feeling illiterate. I don't know. You will be the one who's feeling that way. But as you continue, you mentioned something about the civil rights movement. Let me see if I can share that. Um, some points of this a video I bumped into personally. I can't find it again. It was on Instagram.
uh,
White man was saying the civil rights movement was never about black people. It was all about white people. It benefited white people and still benefits.
exactly. 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 That's what the Jays made sure it's gonna do because it destroyed the American dollar and gave it to them. It made them wealthy, gave them more jobs. Exactly right. That's a fact.
It
See,
was
man,
saying,
when you study it, Joe, you got to take out white people emotion. Take out the emotion. They made this dude a great hero. He's MLK. He's all over the world. He's Martin Luther King. Yeah. Okay. Realize you've been propagandized. Say, okay, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to take out my emotion and I'm going to critically, objectively follow where the evidence leads me and see what are the conclusions that supposedly this movement has left people in. And you see, it's been devastating to black men. It's been destructive. So obviously, so then you got to go back to say you got two conclusions. Either MLK was a moron, and the people that followed him that was part of the movement were morons, or they were actually plants, Joby. They were actually agents of chaos
mm,
by the cats with the hats. And when you go back, so Thomas said, "Nah, they weren't stupid. They weren't stupid. No, 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 no way. No, they weren't dumb. No. Let's go back and check these cats' history. Oh, MLK's family leads back to the Boule, Joby. We found his family. We go right back. His family's part of the Boule that serves the cats.
Mm-hmm.
That when you was reading that thing, how many with the families that they serve. His family serves the cats, Joby. So we know it's the cats that set up this fake movement, and they hand-picked puppet to run the thing. And since they own all the media, in the media, look at Martin Luther King doing the righteous thing and fighting for justice. You're like, yeah! You know that's propaganda. You have Martin Luther King fighting in the South for equality, yay! They're making him a hero like they do Trump. You too dumb to know that you've been propagandized to that the thing is actually meant to destroy your black ass and your children and your children. You don't know. You was all caught in the news. Look at MLK fighting a white man in the South of America. Yay! MLK! And so, as Child of Soul Michelle told you the truth, if the white media praises you, you know I've sold you out. They've always praised MLK. Oh, MLK was so great and blah blah blah. And all black people sitting in poverty looking all crazy. Yeah, he was great, but I'm still fucked up now though. His greatness ain't done nothing for me, Joby. Go ahead.
Continue.
Go ahead.
This is the most ridiculous thing that has ever happened. The Negroes are just as free as we are. They have the same opportunity to work and to build their part of the town up just the same as we have. I just don't understand it.
I can't hear her correctly.
This is the most ridiculous.
You get privilege, you don't have to work as hard, you can slack.
Did Missouri just travel back?
Nah. I don't know why I can't find that video because it was just supposed to be somewhere even on TikTok. He was breaking it down very well. Very, very well. I wish I could really find it, but mm. Yeah, he was talking about how the civil rights again, just like majority of all these movements, Black Lives Matter and all that, don't help.
Had nothing to do with black people. Exactly. They're all scams created by the cats. Just like Black Lives Matter was created by the cats.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can seem
Too bad I don't know the name of it, so I don't know how to help you.
it's okay. I think we're just gonna get into the main conversation about Epstein.
Okay.
Second off, because we get to continue.
Now Epstein, guys, is destroying Trump, right? Because he's lying. They don't really need him no more. The people that put him in power don't need him no more. I think they set him up for destruction anyway. Anyway, because he's an old moron, they just now they've already implemented half their wicked shit already. But Epstein is the gift that keeps on giving. We know Epstein was a wicked ass child trafficker, trafficking pedophilia and other wicked things that we know, all kinds of debaucherous nonsense. And so now you got the people up at top trying to tell you there's nothing to see here, and there's no Epstein list, and he was nobody, was no crimes committed. That's how you know the whole government is controlled by the control, right? And so now you found out that all of Congress decided to take a vacation, not to even vote on the Epstein bill they had coming across. All Congress went on like a 3-week vacation because they all are blackmailed. They all had their penis, their foot, their elbow, somewhere in some little girl's coochie or in their mouth, or boy. Okay? We're run by sick pedophiles, guys. That's just the fact. We're run by sick pedophiles. So that's why this guy can't come out at all costs. But Trump's base, the mega morons, remember that they know all this wicked shit is going on. They know what's going on. And Trump promised, yeah, we're going to find the Epstein list. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. No, he was lying, because that would expose his no good ass. Trump is a pedophile. Okay? All evidence leads that all the children on his lap, all of them are pedophiles. Because to go higher in the government or any kind of business, the cats have made that the norm. In the music business, you're gonna be executive. They're gonna have something on you. That means you're gonna be engaged in child rape. So what? I'm gonna have Joby do this for me real quick. Open up YouTube. I had Joby play some years ago. There's a Dutch banker. Who admitted when as you go up in rank, the J's say this is what you're gonna have to do because they need this on you so you won't tell the secrets of what they've been doing, cheating everybody, stealing all the money. So you gotta have your penis in some little kid's butt or in their mouth where they can film your ass, tape you, and that's what they got on you. So you won't do nothing. So you won't, go rogue, become a rogue agent on them. This is the norm, right? So Epstein's part of that norm. And so when people start talking about, oh, everybody's a conspiracy theorist, right? So now you got them trying to use a distraction about Obama. Oh, we're going to lock up Obama for committing treason. That's a distraction. That was 10 years ago. Why you didn't do it when you first became president back in 2016, Trump? Why you didn't do it then? Talk about Obama, them cheated on the election and all that old kind of nonsense. That's a distraction, and your people know you're fake. They know they don't care, but that's 10 years ago. We don't care about that. They said, what about this Epstein pedophilia ring going on? So that's why all the news start talking about Obama this, Obama. People don't care about no damn Obama. Obama's old news. We want to know about Epstein in this list. And if he wasn't a criminal, then why was he in jail? Would you like, if he wasn't child trafficking children on that island, why was he locked up in New York? And then why did he supposedly killed himself? If he was, why would an innocent man be locked up and then murder himself? Well, see, you already jumped the shark with all these crazy explanations. It's absolutely absurd that you're going to, and Trump was like, what about, don't worry about Epstein, that's old news. Your base is telling you it's not old news. Your base is telling you, we want those names. Trump is one of those names on there. Trump that had his penis in many a child's mouth, okay? Allegedly, okay? And you're gonna find out all your news reporters are on that shit. All your government officials are on that shit. It's wicked. That's why that thing can never come out. Ever. It'll take down the whole government. That's why they'll never let that out. Ever. It never come out. Imagine if plain Jane Doe in Iowa, White Iowa, finds out that all these guys are pedophiles and worshiping the devil. Man, shit, go crazy. This one, Joey. I just want you to say Dutch banker. Say Dutch banker admits. Say Dutch admits. Is he Dutch? Is that Dutch or Danish? I'm gonna say Dutch. Is the Netherlands or the Dutch? Right? Yeah, the Dutch. The Dutch banker admits to having to rape and sacrifice children. The Dutch banker admits, he said it was too much. He said he couldn't do it. I thought I couldn't do it. I couldn't have to get out of it. I couldn't do it. To go high, you gotta do it. We're gonna murder your ass. He said, well, how are you still alive? Did anything pop up, Joby?
Let me show my screen.
Yeah. It's kind of a dark area. Let me see. Oh, keep going down there. That's also what that is.
You have this one, Teresia escapes from brutal satanic cult and
No,
bizarre
no,
in
that's a
19.
lady. I'm talking about the Dutch banker. The
It's not.
Dutch banker. I maybe I should say Netherlands banker. Let me see, like Netherlands banker.
Mm.
What do you say? Maybe I should say bank. You say banker. Let me see. Let me see. What,
About an hour's drive south of Kampala.
that's a white guy. See banker. See,
This one,
If we are talking about the worst
yeah,
things that I have
yeah. That's it.
experienced,
That's it right there, Joey.
if we are
How'd you
talking
find it?
about
That's
the
it.
worst,
How'd you find it? What was it under, Joey? How'd you find it? That's it right there.
this one down.
Okay. That's it right there.
things that I have experienced, if we are talking about the worst things that I have
So he's
experienced,
talking about
I
the
just told
system.
you about things that made the
He's talking about the system that's global, controlled by these cats that run these banks and make the fake money, and everything derived from there. Everything, your music, your politics, everything, your terrorists, everything derives from these central banks. And who owns these central banks? So that's what he's about to tell you. In order for him to go up in the central bank, he's going to have to molest some children. He's going to have to put his penis in somebody's mouth. So this is what Epstein's all about. Well, see, when you talk, see, they own the media. Oh, these are all conspiracy theories. And we know they're not conspiracy theories. That shit don't work no more. All the fake conspiracy nonsense don't work. Don't work no more. These are the same people that also were behind the BACCINEs. Same motherfucking people. Same people behind the COVID shit. These are the same people. They get the gas, like they own all the media, all the narrative, all the lies. But you can't lie about the Epstein thing. Tell us there ain't nothing to see here. Go ahead, Joe, let them go and play.
freezer glitch. My conscience started to show itself. Let's put it this way. I was training to become a psychopath and I failed. I did not
Training to become a
complete the training
They're
and didn't become-
pause again. So they're all psychopaths. He's telling you, I was training to become a psychopath. That's who runs the world. I know it's hard for people to understand this. But things are all messed up, things don't work unequal, everything's because you're being ruled by psychopaths. I mean that. Psychopaths run this planet. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm a psychopath. My conscience came back and the most difficult part for me was, because I had such a great status there, I was a success. I was trusted with the people playing at this level.
Mensen in deze wereld die dus op dat niveau speelden. Ik moet ook zeggen dat
To put it carefully, most of these people followed a not very mainstream religion. So, you have Catholics, Protestants, all sorts of religions. These people, most of them, were Luciferians. And then you can say, religion is a fairy tale. God doesn't exist. None of that is real. Well, for these people, it is truth and reality. And they served something immaterial, what they called Lucifer. And I also was in contact with those circles, only I laughed at it because to me they were just clients. So, I went to places called churches of Satan.
So now we are talking about Satanism.
Yes. So, I visited these churches, just as a visitor dropped by. And then they were doing their holy mass with naked women and liquor and stuff. And it just amused me. I didn't believe in any of this stuff, and was far from convinced if any of this was real.
It was just a spectacle to you.
Yes. In my opinion, the darkness and evil is within the people themselves. I didn't make the connection yet. So I was a guest in those circles and it amused me greatly to see all those named women and the other things.
Ik vond het allemaal wel leuk. En al die blote vrouwen en al die dingetjes die daar speelden.
It was the good life.
Maar er kwam een
But then
moment,
at some point, I was invited, which is why I'm telling you all this, to participate in sacrifices
offers in het buitenland.
abroad.
Dat was het breekpunt.
That was the breaking point.
Kinderen.
Children.
Pause that, Joby. This is where all the missing children are going, guys. You see them all on the, Joby showed that video with all of them in chat. You know, what all these kids doing this plane? All these kids are missing. You got 300,000 children missing right now in America every year. Go ahead, Joe. What you saying?
A few hours ago, we had some men who said that they have been paid to rape small children in underground enclosure for more than a year. So I'll share about that as well. Literally relating to the same story. This is
God damn.
now.
God damn. Where'd you get that at? God damn.
This is white men admitting this. They're saying that men have been paid to rape small children in underground enclosures. They were admitting.
Underground cities and bunkers they make. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes. And I couldn't do that.
Would you like to stop for a moment, by the way?
No. And then I started to slowly break down. I lived through quite a lot as a child myself, and this really touched me deeply. Everything changed. But that is the world I found myself in. And then I started to refuse assignments within my job. I could no longer do it, which made me a threat. I was no longer capable of functioning.
Pause that. And remember, it's actually longer than this. We just got this part longer. He's telling you about how they're the ones that fund the terrorism too. All the bankers, we're the ones funding the terrorism all over the world to make sure all the money stays at the top. Right? He also goes in that too. I've been to the ones funding all the terrorism, all the Al-Shabaabs, the Boko Harams, the ISIS. That's them. They're the ones doing it. Go ahead, Joey.
Optimally, my performance started to shake and I had refused tasks. I had not participated. The purpose of the whole thing, eventually, in that world, is that they have everybody in their pocket. You need to be susceptible to blackmail. And blackmailing me proved to be very hard if I look back on it.
I understand.
They wanted to do that through
those... Pause again. This is what Jeffrey Epstein is about, guys. The blackmail. Everybody in Congress is blackmailed by the cats that own the banks. Get this? That's why Trump is out there saying, oh, there are no files, Jeff Epstein didn't do anything and blah, blah. Because it's about blackmail, guys. Everybody in the government's dirty. Everybody that had a penis in a little kid's butthole and more shit that you can't even fathom. That's why stuff that you can't even fathom that's been done. That's what the Epstein thing is about. And we know that. There's no more gaslighting us and conspiracy theory, nothing. That's what's going on. Go ahead, Joe.
And that broke me.
Is that, you are not telling me something new, what they also do in politics?
If you Google this, you'll find enough worldwide witness accounts to know this isn't a Walt Disney fairy tale. Unfortunately, the truth is that worldwide they have been doing this for thousands of years. I once studied theology, and even in the Bible you find references to these practices with Israelites. The reason the first 10 tribes were banished to Babylonia was because of these rituals with children.
John called them Israelites again. You know, the Jays, cats with the hats. Go ahead.
including the sacrificing of children. So this is pertinent. All this made me believe, because I realized there was more to life than meets the eye. There is a whole invisible world. It is real.
Yeah,
All right, that's it. Okay.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Good.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Let me
That's
share.
it. That's the video right there.
No,
Oh, God.
this is it.
And this is video from our ABC 3340 Sky View over an underground bunker where the Bibb County Sheriff's Office says child abuse was taking place for months. This is in Brent along Aaron Drive. An ongoing investigation has led to 3 arrests after serious allegations involving children. Court records reveal only part of the story, and right now there are many questions. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson breaks down what we know and what authorities aren't saying.
The investigation began in early February. Since then, authorities have made multiple arrests and filed several felony charges. Yet, key details surrounding the case are still unclear.
Keep the kids in safety.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says it opened an investigation on February 4th following a report related to child abuse involving an
And this is video from our
Yeah, so this has been happening because they admitted to being paid, whether it's in a bunker or whatever. This is happening. It's been happening for more than a year. Children disappearing. You ask yourself where the children going to. This is what is happening. But on the same video of the Epstein case, I have my guy here from Rumble, from BitChute, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to do it. Where's that funny talking dude you always got? What happened to him?
Here's my guy here, my Indian guy.
This is Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know
Mel
if
Gibson has gone when nobody else in Hollywood
You know how to imitate this voice.
dares to tread. In a move that shocked the industry, he's dropped the list. Names of A-listers and behind-the-scenes players tied to the darkest corners of the Epstein and Diddy web.
He ain't dropped no list.
Islands,
If he dropped the list, he would. If he dropped the list, he wouldn't be alive. There's a few people that's already know. He ain't dropped the real list. He wouldn't be alive. Go ahead.
Regular blush. The internet is on fire, but the mainstream media, silent, complicit, and terrified. But Gibson isn't stopping there. He's producing a tell-all documentary aimed straight at the black heart of Hollywood. An expose that could crack the facade wide open. He knows the risks. He knows the pattern. Directors, producers, even A-list stars, silenced, disappeared, dead. He's still pushing forward, not because he's brave, but because he's holding the ace they never wanted played. Gibson's next move? It could set off a chain reaction that burns Hollywood to the ground. Before we dive in, a quick word about our partner, VP.Pro, so data will learn the names. We all know Epstein's client.
Pause. And we know who owns Hollywood. It ain't the Chi-Coms, Alex Jones. It ain't the Chi-Coms, the Chi-Coms, the Chi-Coms. We know who owns Hollywood, and it damn sure ain't the fucking Chi-Coms. Go ahead, Joe.
Hollywood, Washington, and beyond. Household names took those flights to Epstein Island, where unspeakable opportunities were served on a silver platter. And for years, the system protected them.
I'm Jeffrey Edward Epstein. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? Yes.
Epstein got away with his crimes because nearly every element of society allowed him to get away with them.
This is exactly why Mel Gibson has been blacklisted. He's been calling out the rot for decades, and they've tried to bury him every step of the way. But he's not backing down. In fact, he's just getting started. According to Gibson, there's a spiritual war taking place right now, a battle of good versus evil, and it's his duty to share what he knows with the rest of the world.
And this is in the next film I'm going to do, I'm going to try and tackle this question. That there are big realms, spiritual realms. There's good, there's evil, and they are slugging it out.
Exactly. And that's how you got here. That's how you other people got here. That's how you savages got here. You never want to go deep into that. Never want to go deep into that. That's the spiritual realms. Never want to go into that. Go into that. And then Then you end up breaking your own goddamn back.
In this new documentary, and who's really on this Epstein Diddy list?
Just learned that Mel Gibson is about to release a 4-part massive documentary series.
I understand. The reason why they let them do it, he's controlled opposition. This is all fake. This is gonna be a fake. They're gonna sponsor. Remember, they control both sides of the issue. If this is real, it have been bubble gum to the head. Okay? They control both sides. So they're gonna use this moron, this racist bastard. Remember, Mel Gibson is a staunch racist. So he's supposed to be about good and evil, but he's racist. So he's a good guy and he's racist, right? Mel Gibson is a known racist. Now, what if you get raped by a pack of niggas? We're going to pull that up there. Remember, Joby put it up after this. We're going to remember his thing when he's calling. Black people had nothing to do with his Russian girlfriend who didn't want to be involved with him, right? He started going on a tirade about black people raping her. Look at you. Look at the way you dress, Joby. You want to be raped by a pack of niggas? Like, what? What black people got to do with this lady being raped? We ain't know this lady. But that's in his mind because he's a racist. He's always been a racist. But he's about good. See, this is how you know these white people are fucking psychopaths about good and evil. Then you're the evil one because you're a racist. There's no such thing as a good racist. That's what you are. So if this is a battle against good and evil, you be on the evil side. See, because this white bastard is evil and racist. Go ahead, Joe. We're gonna play his damn kooky video. He said, "You want to be raped with a pack of niggas?" What? And guess who they try to defend him? Oh, Whoopi Goldberg, butt kissing ass.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I know Mel Gibson. He went to my house before. I know he called us niggas and all kind of bad things, but sometimes we can be niggas. What? Go ahead, Joe.
Hayes, Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, Isaac Cappy, and Paul Walker all have in common. They all directly connected to investigations into Hollywood's pedophile ring. And now, they're all dead. Gibson knows the risks. That's why he's taken steps to protect himself, and more importantly, to protect the evidence. Because he's sitting on a goldmine of footage. Drone surveillance of Epstein Island, filmed just days after Epstein was arrested.
A series of videos which evidence underground air vents and captured unusual activities such as staff still working on island. The uploads began on the 10th of July, 4 days after Epstein's arrest and while he was in prison. The staff can be seen working to dismantle some of the structures and buildings. The drone also captured this mattress inside the infamous temple, and for some reason the staff had removed the golden dome from the top of the temple and boarded up the fake door. There are numerous videos capturing all areas of the island. The drone footage continued to be uploaded up until Epstein's death on the 10th of August 2019. The drone captures a network of underground air vents and access points, fake doors, strange symbols, and iconography.
This damning drone footage is the backbone of his upcoming documentary titled Hidden War, a bombshell expose on the elite pedophile networks, the blackmail rings, and the shadow systems pulling the strings behind Hollywood and politics alike. And here is where it gets really interesting. The man who Gibson says captured the drone footage? His friend, John McAfee, the tech mogul and rogue investigator. This is huge, as everybody who knows what happened to McAfee next will understand.
This drone footage is actually from July 2019 and was originally uploaded by a YouTube account named Rusty Shackelford. However, this account has since been banned, and the videos can only be found via archives. Now, this next part is even crazier. No one knows for sure who Rusty Shackelford is. However, it's been speculated that the account was run by the late businessman and cybersecurity expert John McAfee. McAfee was in the Caribbean in July 2019 when the Rusty Shackelford YouTube channel started posting drone videos, and McAfee tweeted about going dark and claimed the CIA was after him. McAfee was a drone enthusiast and publicly tweeted that someone on his team was a drone operator, giving him the means to film Epstein's island.
Pause it, Joey. Pause it. Now we know John McAfee. Was when you guys go on your computer, it says McAfee McAfee security on your computers. But we know John McAfee would be right about the CIA hunting because we know the cats created the CIA. You know, the cats control Hollywood on everything else. So, see, they got, that's why they can do all this wicked shit. They own it, control everything. See, and John McAfee was always talking about this stuff because John McAfee was a multi-millionaire, right? And so John would always talk about who's really running the world, what's really going on, what's happening, right? And so they finally got his ass and killed him over in Spain. They locked his ass up. You never know what they locked him up for. They locked him up for opening his damn mouth. You being a millionaire don't stop shit. A millionaire, they don't. We run the world. Think being a goofy millionaire is gonna stop us from getting your ass? And we know they got rid of his ass, right? Open up his damn mouth. Go ahead, Joby.
Here. As most of you know, I am a drone nut. I have here my latest acquisition, the Mavic Platinum Pro. It is awesome. Governments hate these in the hands of citizens because what used to be for the government, something costing millions of dollars, is now available to the people, and we can watch them just like they watch us.
And then there's another clue that McAfee was behind the Rusty Shackelford account that shared drone footage of Epstein's island. The Rusty Shackelford channel included a video with the tagline, "They should have left him alone." A quote from the Bourne film series. Well, McAfee previously tweeted this exact phrase. Now, besides filming and sharing drone footage of Epstein's island, McAfee also openly challenged the official story about Epstein's death. He claimed that Epstein was strangled by his cellmate Nicholas Tartaglione, who had nothing to lose because he had already been convicted of multiple murders. Then, in June 2020, McAfee posted that he will publish the name of a high-level official who chose Tartaglione as Epstein's cellmate. And then McAfee took it a step further and started naming names. In May 2021, he tweeted that Bill Gates was getting divorced because of multiple affairs and hanging with the Jeffrey Epstein crowd. He posted this on May 22nd, and almost exactly a month later, on June 23rd, John McAfee was found dead in his prison cell in Spain. He was arrested at the request of U.S. authorities in connection with charges of tax evasion filed against him in the United States. As for the cause of death, the autopsy report claimed McAfee hanged himself.
Coincidence or cleanup?
Yeah,
According
it's
to
all
Gibson, his friend John McAfee was framed and murdered by the government before he could spill the secrets.
Do me a favor, Joby, real quick. Do me a favor, Joby. Joby, can you hear me? Do me a favor.
Yes, yes.
Keep that open. Go to Google. Say how much was John McAfee worth at his death? Tax evasion, my ass. How much was John McAfee worth? Yeah, just say that. Say how much was John McAfee worth? Let's ask Google. How much? Let's ask Jewish. Let's ask Cat. Google. How much was John McAfee worth?
Okay, just a minute.
You can say you got to share, Joe. You can just tell us.
64. This was by 2016. $64 million.
Okay, that's about 2006. Okay, when he died, he was about $500 million. But anyway, go ahead, Joby. Go ahead. I don't think he left. I don't think he left his I don't think he left his black girlfriend no money. I think he left his black girlfriend broke. That's what you get.
Spanish prison cell. McAfee was too smart. He left a trail. Encrypted, compartmentalized, impossible to erase. And now, Mel Gibson has it all of it. He's sitting on a goldmine of intel. Names, footage, timelines, receipts that could cripple the global blackmail network running beneath Hollywood's polished surface. Unlike those before him, those who accidentally overdosed, crashed, or disappeared, Gibson has a plan, a foolproof one. And according to sources close to the project, Phase 1 has already begun. We've got the details right after this important word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Pills
Pause that,
Forever.
pause that, Joby.
If you think
Where would you where would you play that? They own all the so you're not gonna play that no movie theater. They own all the movies. You're not gonna get on TV. They own all the TV stations. So where are you gonna play this video that you supposedly made? If it's played anywhere, guys, you know it's a fraud video. If it's played on Netflix, Amazon, whatever, they own all of it. So where are you gonna play this movie once you get it made? Where's it gonna be played at? Because they own all avenues of distribution. They own Disney, they own Google, they own Apple, they own Roku, they own all of it. So where are you gonna go to get your movie played at? Okay? So I know this is a crock of shit because they own all avenues of distribution. So where are you gonna go to get people to see this movie? How are you gonna get it to the public when they own all avenues of distribution? Can't put it on Netflix, they own that. Can't put it on Amazon, they own that. Can't put it on Google, they own that. Can't put it on Apple TV, they own that. So where are you gonna go to get it filmed for people to see it? Go ahead, Jovi. Now you go. You go.
All three of them had stage 4 cancer.
And they also own Joe Rogan. The Jays own this shit he's on right there too. That's how you know this is all phony. They own this phony baloney Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan's a racist too. They're funny. This racist ass Joe Rogan ass, right? Said black people are gorillas. He said black people are good. So the cats own this, this fake, supposedly Joe Rogan telling the truth, this fake ass show that they own. He never gets close to any real truth. It's only it's propaganda, guys. You get little truth with lies. That's what propaganda is. That's what Mel Gibson is. So Mel Gibson being on this show should already let you know this is all fake. Because Joe Rogan is brought to you by those people. And we know it's a fact. Okay? So this is fake. He ain't about to expose nothing that they don't want out there. Go ahead, Joe.
Cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin.
Fenbendazole.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
They drank something.
They're only saying it now. So they're talking about the BAC-INEs. But why weren't they saying this when the shit was going on? I was saying it. Why wasn't Joe Rogan saying that when 3 years ago when all this was going on, 4 years ago when this COVID-19 thing was going on? He wasn't saying a damn thing because they own his ass. You think you're gonna get money in their system as that white guy at the bank told you, and you don't work for them? You get no money. You get your back broke. Everybody on all these shows making money. There's no independent nothing. They own all of it. All of it, guys. So he wasn't mentioning it. Now it's okay to mention this shit. Oh, you know what happened? You can do this now. Until they try the next wicked shit. Go ahead, Joe.
15% off using coupon code People's Disfans all the way. And that means naming names.
All the way. Naming names.
Recognition for human trafficking and slavery still existing around the world.
John McAfee, the slavery.
Tragedy of human forced labor, hereditary slavery that exists in almost every country needs to be abolished.
One of the most disturbing problems in our world today is human, and particularly children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
As part of the lead up to the release, Gibson drops the hammer, posting real receipts on his official X account. He reposted the infamous Epstein and Diddy lists, and they weren't redacted. We're talking actors, producers, industry giants, some of whom
he posted on X. He posted on X, which is control opposition. Oh, he put the list on X with Elon Musk, who's a puppet of the Jays. Yeah, okay. He put the list on X. That's why I don't trust this moron on here either. He put the list on X. It says X is some free basking of free speech. But, we got canceled on there just doing a little talking we do. He put it on X. See, this is kabuki theater. This controlled opposition nonsense. Control both sides of the argument to make you think they're exposing some truth. It's a lie. Put the thing on X. It's on X. Ooh, X. Ooh. Go back and study Elon Musk's whole family. South Africa, controlled by the cats, created by the cats. Talking about some fucking X to me. Go ahead, Joker.
But others, no one saw coming. The shockwaves hit fast. Some tried to deny, others went dark. But the damage is done, and the message is clear. This isn't a conspiracy theory anymore, it's a reckoning.
On the P. Diddy case and everything going on with Jay-Z right now, go over to X, YZ,
go over to X,
and look at Mel Gibson's profile. He dropped a list. How dare you?
That list didn't do. That's a fake list, phony list, fake. Shout out to everybody. No, this is all. That's fake. Bill Gibson showed the list on X. Yeah, fake.
The fact that Mel Gibson reposted the list on his own account, that's not just bold, it's a direct warning shot aimed straight at the titans of his industry. No cryptic messages, no fake suggestions.
That ain't nothing. They going. If it was real, Elon Musk would went in and already shut down his page. No, it's fake. They want that out there to distract and say, these are the people, and not get the real people. If it was real, his account would have been frozen and shut down. Ain't that funny? And we know it's a fact. Anything real, the account gets frozen and shut down. So don't listen to this moron on here. He's controlled opposition too. Anything on X that's not, that they don't want out there, your account is taken down. And we know that. You're not stupid no more. You're not children. There's no such thing as any damn media that's not controlled by these people. Anything this racist bastard here would have put up on X that was a threat, it would have never been seen. Taken down immediately. That's why everything on X gets taken down immediately if it's real. If it was a threat to the establishment, it's gone. Period. Enough of this, Joey. Enough of this. It's too long. Go to YouTube real quick, Joey. Go to YouTube and say, Mel Gibson Mel Gibson tells Russian lover that she want to be raped by a pack of niggas. P-A-C-K, niggas. N-I-G-G-A-S.
The name. Repeat again.
Say Mel Gibson, this phony baloney dude here. Mad Max has Mel Gibson. Mad Max. Mel Gibson, M-E-L, and then Gibson, G-I-B-S-O-N, tells Russian, does say Russian lover or Russian mistress? He was cheating on his wife at the time. Russian lover tells Russian lover, does she want to be raped by a pack, P-A-C-K, of niggas? It's about good and evil. But bitch, you're evil. You should be getting rid of your ass then. I just want one. It was all kind of racist shit in there. I just want that one part. The whole thing. Now, Joby, when do black? No, wait, Joby. When have you ever ran in a pack, Joby? Have you ran in a pack before?
No.
Exactly. So how are we gonna be a pack of niggas, Joby?
I don't get it. too. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand. I don't.
Welcome back to Black Manga Nation, man. You know, I'm your host, J1000, et cetera, et cetera. I'm back. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Mel Gibson and a pack of niggas. Let's watch.
I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright? Because you provoked it. You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs. You feel you have to show off. Tight outfits.
Your fake boobs and your pussy. You tight pants with your pussy out. With your pussy out, Joby.
Okay?
I mean, he's one of the good guys, Joby. Remember Paul Joby? He's one of the good memories about good. It's a pattern about good and evil. He's one of the good guys. You want your pussy out. You want these niggas to see your pussy. Your pussy out in your tight pants and be raped by a pack of niggas, Joby. What else you want? What do we got to do with his damn what do you call somebody when I'm at a brain fart? He cheating on with his mistress. What do we got to do with his mistress, Joe? He didn't want to cheat on his wife with this lady, not us. What we got to do with looking at her pussy? We don't want her pussy. We don't want it. We don't want her pussy, Joey.
He's right. So he's trying to protect what is his, and I don't know.
We Joby, but we don't want his mistress pussy. We don't want it. And keep it. Why you gotta bring us involved in it? We're not a pack of niggas. Start from the beginning again, just
Welcome back to Black Manga Nation, man. You know, I'm your host, J1000, et cetera, et cetera. I'm back. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Mel Gibson and a pack of niggas. Let's watch.
I don't walk around. Your titties out. You're an embarrassment to me.
You get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright? Because you provoked it. You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs. You feel you have to show off.
If you get raped by a pack of niggas, Joby, it'd be your fault. It'd be your fault.
That's provocative. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you.
I don't want you because my wife found out that I was fucking you, and now I got a baby by you. Yeah, I don't want you no more, and you're gonna get raped with your pussy out with a pack of niggas. But Hollywood didn't get rid of him for saying a pack of Negroes. Nobody said that to you, and of course, old coon Whoopi Goldberg stepped in. Hey, I know Mel Gibson. He's not racist. He ain't at my house. They always bring they bootleg hangers of head coons to try to brush over some racist shit, right? What do we got to do with this Russian woman with her pussy hanging out and walking around provocative? What do we got to do with her tight jeans? Russian women don't got no asses that black men want. We like women with a little bit of ass. They, as Joby said, some nyash. Whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Anyway, that's what we like. We don't like women with a flat body, with a flat butt. So why is he bringing us into his conversation? Because that's where his mind's at. They always, no matter what they do, no matter how you long, there's always some white person always up in your business. What you do, they always got us on the brain. Always. We ain't got nothing to do with this lady and what's going on with him, you know. So, play the last 2 bits of this I sent you. And this is going to be racist ass Nick Fuentes, which Joby showed last week when he was on Candace's own show. Now, Candace had to go after him because everybody calling her stupid. So why you let this racist on your show talking this know nothing moron on your show talking crazy about black people? So first thing we want to talk about Trump and Epstein, which you got right. He's gonna go out to Candace Owens. But this is your buddy, Candace. He's your white racist supremacist. They're never your friends. First he told you, yeah, I can be like the black people like you, Candace, but all black people are dirty and fucked up, this moron. And remember, when Joey's friends got mad at me for calling Kanye's West this little homicidal maniac, this is his best friend here, this racist bastard here. And you morons think Kanye West is some kind of a genius. Kanye West is borderline retarded, you morons. He's on the spectrum. He's a moron. White Jewish power gave him money. Without them, he's a nobody. That's why he's going broke now. Kanye West, he's a genius. That's because they told you he's a genius. He's a moron. But you're too stupid to know that, so who am I to tell you any different? Go ahead, Joby.
Mom, then bitch, get in the kitchen then. I'm just a mom. Me no know how internet work. Then shut the fuck up. You know, she's going, I don't know about anything. I don't know about all this tech stuff. I'm just a simple mom. No, I'm just a simple mom. I don't know anything. Then what the fuck? You're doing a show. You're doing a show.
Yeah, that's one of the conversations I was to share. She was on this, I don't know, podcast or whatever. She was arguing with women about, I don't know, women's right were more protected back then than now. I don't know. Some sort of crazy conversations. Let me see if I can share that after this. I relate what he's saying.
You're doing a show, dumbass. You can't have it both ways. Me don't know anything about that. Like, then okay. What, do I look like a baby with a sticky diaper?
I can't imagine someone I was with on a podcast calling me a dumbass. Man, I'm about to find you. I'm about to come look for you. I was on your podcast. You're calling me a dumbass. Are you crazy? The disrespect. This is crazy.
Then, go take care of business. So
Yeah,
well, she totally she slept. Just a mom. Then bitch, get in the kitchen then. I'm just a mom. Me no know how internet work. Then shut the fuck up. You know, she's going, I don't know about anything. I don't know about all this tech stuff. I'm just a simple mom. No, I'm just a simple mom. I don't know anything. Then what the fuck? You're doing a show. You're doing a show. You're doing a show, dumbass. You can't have it both ways.
Remember she was on the show, placate to this white supremacist. Oh, Africans don't. He said that telling Africans they never done shit. They're dumb. They're stupid. Said, oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's great. And so behind the scenes, they were calling Candace Owens a moron, allowing this moron to say all kind of dumb shit. He's an idiot. He's a racist idiot. That's what racists are. He's a racist idiot. So first said, show you this. He's showing you who.
You're breaking. You are breaking again.
Oh, go ahead, Jobin. Yeah, I lost
Right. Yeah, I think I understand the podcast is talking about. Let me see if I can share that as we get closer to ending up after this one.
All right. He called me. He said, "B, get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich."
You are in damage control. Your house is on fire. This is like this is fine. This is fine.
Okay,
Your
yeah,
house is
yeah, this is
burning
what
down. You are dying up there. You are politically being killed by this. CBS polls showed that the 18 to 29 demographic, he's down 54 points. Minus 54 points from where he was among 18 to 29-year-olds. That's according to a CBS poll because of this Epstein scandal. You are being roasted alive over this Epstein scandal, and he's going to make this insinuation. If I talk about Obama, they don't want me to talk about that. They're going to turn the cameras off because that's super controversial. No, it isn't. No one gives a shit about that anymore. That was 10 years ago. The time to litigate that was when you were president the first 4 years. Now you want us to care about Obama and Russiagate, and you got impeached for it. You beat the impeachment. That was 10 years ago. Now we're supposed to say, don't post that Obama cheated in the election. CNN won't cover that. No, you are afraid of anybody talking about Epstein. What do you mean they turned the cameras off? Nobody turned the camera. You see the camera go off? Nobody turned the cameras off. You turn the cameras off when you get asked about Jeffrey Epstein. And what do people care more about? That Obama authorized a FISA warrant on Trump Tower in 2016? Or that you are covering up for the most prolific pedophile sex trafficker in American history? Which do you think people care more about? That Obama, our political enemies, accused you of spying and you beat the impeachment and won the election anyway? Or that you are currently engaged with your DOJ in a cover-up against the supposed degenerate elites that you deride right now when you're the president? And this is what I said at the beginning of the show. Are you starting to see my frustration with the bullshitting, the jokey voice pretending to stifle a laugh, the jokey, weird, insincere voice that he's doing, this character he's doing, pretending to be amused, the forced laughter of the audience? These are the only people left on his side. The only people that are fighting for him are the people that now work for him and depend on him for a job. Everybody else is finished with this. Listen to this.
And remember, don't let them forget, it's so important, Obama cheated on the election. Look, the camera just went off. Obama, the red light just went.
The red light just, no one's laughing, man. No one's laughing. No one's laughing except for the people that work for you. There's no laughter other than the forced laughter of the only remaining numbskull loyalists that are still at the White House or Mar-a-Lago. They just turned the camera off. It's not funny. We are not with you. And, you know, it's sort of sad. You see Trump as a completely diminished figure. You think of him at one point as embodying the power of the bully pulpit. Such a powerful force of personality and the ability to bully, and basically through sheer force of will to get to corral his own base. They
like the bullying and the disrespect against other people. That's what white supremacists love. That white supremacists love the bullying. He loves it. They love each other African. Hey, you know good English, you filthy nigga. How you learn that? Well, Mr. President, I don't know. I learned it in Liberia. Well, you can get out there and cut my lawn, nigga. Get out there and get his president a lawnmower and cut the White House lawn, nigga. Now. Okay, Mr. President. And wear this goopy hat when you go back to your goopy Negroes in your country. And dance with America, make America great again hat on.
Like a shark. He was like a bull. And you think about him even in 2024. And, you know, I think he was diminished even then. But the aura, the fight, he rose his fist and he got up and that was badass. And you see him now pleading with Republicans and the voters. Don't think about Epstein. Only think about Obama, okay? Only think about Obama, okay? This is what we're going to do. Pleading, begging. And it's not working. It's not even convincing. It's not working.
You can't.
Incompetent.
Epstein, everybody. Exactly. All the lies you said, oh, this is conspiracy theory. This is nope. You're all homicidal maniacs. You've been raping children. All these missing children been missing 300, 400,000 kids a year. No one's gone to prison. Over and over again. Explain all these missing children. Out of Africa, out of America, out of everywhere. Where are these kids at? There's no news going to be telling us, oh, nothing to see, your conspiracy theory. That conspiracy theory shit doesn't work no more. That you better tell the CIA to come up with a new trope. They did that when they killed JFK. Anybody mention JFK? We'll make up this new term called a conspiracy theory. Oh, he's a conspiracy theory. He's a conspiracy nut. That worked 60 years ago when you blew JFK head off. It doesn't work anymore. You've done too many lies. Okay? They know Epstein was a child trafficker. They know you've been goddamn putting your penis in people's wrong places with children. And they know you've been sacrificed too. Yeah. That's what's on a dollar bill. Moloch and Baal. all that old shit. Why we got Moloch on our damn dollar bill? Huh? Because the cats made the dollar bills. Got a picture of Moloch on that shit. Yeah. Why? What? Moloch. I thought you Hebrew, you Israelis, and all that weird old shit. So.
Stupid?
Oh,
now we're all going to talk about Obama? Really? Is anyone going for that? Oh, sure. Yeah, okay, I care about Obama now. Are you kidding me? Forced vaccines, hyperinflation, 10 million illegal immigrants, everything that's happened. Oh, okay, I care about Obama now. I care about the 2016 FISA warrant now. Okay,
Pause it. Remember, they gave all immunity to these illegal aliens picking vegetables. So these white people get angry. All these illegal aliens were told you can stay and pick fruit. You can pick all the fake ass fruit. So, does you think they were gonna allow Trump to really do anything? You'll do what you're told to do. And we need these migrants to pick this damn fruit and keep us rich. Are you insane? Ain't nobody going nowhere. Go ahead, Joe.
If they ask me about Jeffrey Epstein, I'm going to chortle. It's like, how about Obama? Are you fucking kidding me? Is anyone buying this? And he's programming the base, coaching them. If anyone asks about Epstein, this is what you're going to tell them.
I'm the only one, you don't need another.
Oh, that's the end. Okay. That's it.
That one. Let me share the last one of Candice, the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Which this was right before. I don't know if that's the period of time that you want to go back to.
No, it's just I'm just going back to the
because this the video was mocking her from.
But you want to undo progress that's been done.
Oh, okay, this one. Okay.
You'd be comfortable living in, especially as a Black woman.
Okay, so we're gonna park aside the race politics because I want to focus on.
Okay, then as a woman, what period of time do you want to go back to?
Just as a woman, I think that it was probably a better environment for women when we understood that raising our children was fulfilling.
But some women still do understand that.
Right.
And a lot of women
and I'm one of them.
And I'm here advocating for you to be able to live the life that you want and for other women to be able to live the lives they want.
Do you have children?
No.
Okay. You have a career, I presume?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you work in? What field do you work in?
I do hair.
Okay. Wonderful. So I have both children and a career, as somebody pointed out. And so the fact that I'm saying that you will be infinitely more fulfilled at the end of the day by raising your children than you will be if you come home and you say, wow, I really crushed it dyeing somebody's hair today.
Then why you got your career, Candace?
Exactly that makes you angry about here.
Candace is she's such a phone. That's what a phony is. You got a career, Candace, given to you, of course, by white people, and then you married your white zaddy after 2 weeks of meeting them. That's when you got your kid. But you had your career given to you by white people. You didn't get that up when you got Zaddy, because you know what? Zaddy don't got no money. You didn't do that when you met Zaddy. You kept your career going. I say, hey, Zaddy, why did you tell Zaddy? I'm joking. Wait. Why did you tell Zaddy to go get a job so you could stop your career, Candace, and just raise your kids like you said, like you told this lady? And in 2025, there's no way anybody's going to just raise their kids and not have a job because of your right-wing politics, which has destroyed the economy all over the globe. This is your economy, Candace. You're completely detached, and that's why people call you a moron now, because they see you're an empty vessel for right-wing talking points. They open your head and you just spew out any nonsense that you give it without any critical context, because you don't know what the hell you're saying. You're an empty vessel. You sound like you can talk because you got good excuse my language. You got good syntax. You got good syntax. Okay? What were you saying, Joby?
I was saying English, good grammar.
English. That's grammar. What is syntax? Grammar. Exactly, Joby. Same thing. Yeah, you got good grammar. You got good syntax. Okay? So people confuse good syntax, or Joey called good English, good grammar, with intelligence. You don't got that. As that goofy Nick Ferrenta showed you when you're on the show, he's talking all kind of crazy. You couldn't even push back on none of the nonsense since he was saying, because that went outside the talking points that they put inside your head. Because you didn't know none of that, but he was saying. You couldn't push back on the crazy shit he was saying. Because that went out of your white ring talking points they give you. So you're once again being disingenuous. You'd be much more fulfilled being a mother and then blah, blah, blah. Then why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you taking your own advice? Why are you still working? Because you know if you don't, the lights will go off over there. Your zaddy can't pay the light bill. But go ahead, Joby.
To beat and legally grape your wife. So you, Candace, want us to go back to those times. Candace, you playing games. You playing games because to sit here and say that
Candace is
women
a
are
moron.
happier in these times, that's why I said, don't you think it's human nature to want something that you ain't got, and then when you get it, you got to recant that for something else because it ain't what you thought it was going to be, just to come to realize that that's exactly what happened when you told everybody to vote for Trump. Now you online talking about you regret that. Ain't that the typical way that women act? So when you say, hey, do you think this is why Kamala didn't win? Ma'am, if you want to go there, it's because they think like you. The author of Make Him a Sandwich. You out here voting for stuff that you don't even know nothing about because you got this pie in the sky in your head, this utopia in your head.
She's not utopia. She's a tool. She's a right-wing tool for white supremacy. She's a tool. She's a moron. So she wanted to get away to a good life. They gave her big numbers, gave her a house, give her a good life. So she'll spew any nonsense. She's vapid. She's empty inside. She's vapid. That's why she can never be allowed back in the black community. She stands for nothing. She is a traitor and a sellout to her race. She is vapid. She is dangerous. Because she is a moron. But she'll open up any kind of talking points the white man give her to destroy her own people and don't care. And they go, millie mouth nonsense because she has good grammar. And you have white people say, "Ooh, she's smart because she can talk like a white person." Candace is a moron. Go ahead, Joe.
Guys, Pajama Mosquito earlier had some comments to make saying Mad Max needs to calm down himself. And also see Ricky says, let me use proper grammar. He's doing yeah, I did say use proper grammar the other time. So yeah, thank you. Sometimes you guys
Joey's put a Candace. Joey's put a Candace Owens on you. Use proper grammar.
No, sometimes you guys might put some comments with your American slang.
Yeah, you're making slang. You know, I got you, Joey. Exactly. Yeah, Joey saying, Ricky, stop using your ebonics on people.
No,
Go ahead, Joey.
But I think he's saying that he's going to play his movie on Blackout Fire. I don't know if that is about Mel.
Man, yeah, man. You know, yeah. If it's real, I let him play that shit on our channel. If it's real, you know, it's gonna be some bullshit. It's all fake. Go ahead.
John Stu says how you racist and make a movie about a passion of Christ.
Yeah, ain't it funny? Yeah, because at the end of the day, the religion is fake. Joe Mosquito. They're racist as hell. Talking about their fake Jesus. They racist and shit. And about the Lord and the Jesus. Ain't talking about. It's about good and evil, Joby. Good and evil. But even if it's about good and evil, I don't want my mistress to get raped by a pack of niggas. You bring it on yourself, Joby.
He was insinuating that black people are animals, saying a pack of niggers. Of course,
Exactly, we're animals.
The Kenya visited President Museveni in Uganda and brought him some pair of Yeezys. Yeah, I remember.
Yeezy, yeah, man. He never wore them though.
That
I'm
is
not
my
wearing,
best.
I'm not wearing this moron shoes. Get his ass out of here.
Tatu Jason, Karibu Sana. John says, "What's up with all these black women going missing recently in America?" And Jason says, "I just went to lunch on my break now." Okay, have a good one. Hope you're enjoying your
The
chitlins
black
over there or whatever you're eating.
you
Whatever
can't
sauce
you can
you're
he can't
having.
eat no chitlins on his black job. They'll fire his ass.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're like, what? I want to smell that stinky shit on your job. What is that stuff right there you eating? Eating
Wait,
chitlin.
wait.
That's right. That's right, Joby.
I carried from home. Like,
Yeah, you better carry it back home.
oh shit. Man, I can't live in America, you guys. Like, no. As we carry, I can carry fish coming here to work, and no one is gonna tell me, "Oh, that fish of yours is stinking." Like
That,
fish.
this black out fire. You ain't gonna worry about it. You ain't in white America. You're pretty stuff in your white job. Bring your stinking ass. What is that, guy? Ooh, this is my thing of ugali. What?
Oh,
Who golly? Smicker
oh,
golly? What
you guys,
golly? Chin golly? What is this stuff, lady?
you guys have a really rough life. But I also see John says, I had this a new holiday for swillers and bed when cheese. It's called Zaddy Day. Lol.
Candace gonna celebrate on the show. Happy Zaddy Day, ladies.
Jason says
I hope y'all don't get raped by a pack of niggas.
Jason says, as you wind up, Jason says now the Casby is saying homeboy from the Casby show was murdered.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they said. They said he had a child expose because he noticed he was going to tell about what was going on in Hollywood with all the child stars when he was growing up. You notice you ain't heard nobody from the Cosby show, Bill Cosby. None of them come out and say nothing about him dying. You see none of those tributes. One of the biggest black show ever in the world. That's the biggest black show that ever existed, whether you like it or not. No, whether you like it or not, that was the biggest black show ever. So globally. Okay, so ain't none of them come out and say, oh, man, how much I love Joey. Joey died, I don't say nothing. That's what they did with old boy. Well, nothing to see here. Too bad. Goodbye, nigga. Put him in a box and get him out of here. Nobody said nothing, Joey.
It's sad. That is sad. It is super, super sad.
Nah, because he about talking about they was back down the scene putting their penis in his little booty when he was a child. He's about to make a film.
Crazy, but anyway, family, we're coming to the end. That shows you how they're gonna use you and still won't give you credit.
You see, his was real. That's why he ended up drowning in the ocean. Mel Gibson's is fake. Everybody's running around. I'm gonna do my movie and I'm gonna do this and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. But Theo is dead and stinking.
Anyway, family, much love. Have yourselves a beautiful day.
Let's love. And my last words is, guys, if you got your Russian girlfriend, please don't allow her to get raped by a pack of niggas. Please.
Wind up with that, literally. I saw that coming. But anyway, be careful out there. Don't be a pack of niggas trying to attack Russian girls. Leave the Russian coochie alone. But anyway.
Yeah, we're good. We don't desire Russian coochie, Joey. We're good with that. We're good.
Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, but on the Culture Show. See you on Friday.
Hopefully Big Cheese is good. Hopefully Big Cheese is all right. You ain't hear Big Cheese about. Because Big Cheese would have got me. Keith, did you have a Russian lady you talked to? Yeah. But I didn't touch her coochie. So.
Much love, family. Be careful out there.
Much love.
Hit that like button as you leave. Subscribe if you're new. Download our app once again and enjoy
Please do.
Day. Peace.
Peace, family. Black men, we like Nash. We don't want no flat booty Russian. So your girl is safe around us, Mel. You can